Rachel, and today I'm back. I'm in my B6 book log. This is the planner from the Angel Shop. This is the B6 sized one, and I'm using mine as a book log. As you know, we are flipping back to a week in May. We're catching up slowly. We are getting there. So this is the last one that we did. You should have seen the plan with me for this one. And we're about to move into June, aren't we? Are we? I think we might be. So we're going to need to pop a June tag on there, which we will do. But let's push this to the side for now, and I'll show you the bits and pieces that I'm using. So as you know, I don't like to use full kits. I let myself have this book log with the promise that I wouldn't buy anything to go in it. Now, I'm not going to stick to that like absolute law. If I buy the odd thing, then I'm not going to be mad at myself. But for the most part, I have actually stuck to it, and I've made weekly spreads with things from kits that I've used before or just separates in my collection, and it's worked out really well. So I've got this sheet which is from CG Plans, and this has just got 4 full boxes on it. I've got some date covers from Paper K, and I've got some washi from Stationery Pal, and I think that all of those things together are going to go nicely. I'm going to need to pull in some boxes, but I have loads in my reusable sticker album, so we should be good for that. And I think we can just get on and get it done without needing to panic that we've not got a kit. So what did I do last week? I just did a bit of a higgledy-piggledy situation like this. This one was so boring. Like, that was a boring week, wasn't it? Why did I do that? But I do quite like the writing on the paper though. So maybe I'll write on the paper since I've got no full boxes for this week. What do you think? Let's see how it goes anyway. So we're just going to start putting stuff down and see what happens. I do want to try and use all 4 of these full boxes. I've never done that before, and I think it could just look quite fun. I don't know if it'll make the page look a bit too fussy, but you don't know unless you try these things, do you? I have to say, in all the years that I've been planning, and I've been planning now since November 2019, I've never absolutely hated anything. There's never been anything that I've wanted to rip out of my book because I've hated it. I might not have loved something like loads, but I've definitely not hated anything where I thought that I wanted to start over. When I was younger, I used to do diaries and stuff, like all sorts of things like that, and I used to, as soon as I would write on the page, I would just want to bin the book and start again because my writing wasn't perfect enough, or I messed up or whatever. Isn't that really sad? Like, I could have had some really cool journals to look back on from my teenage years, but I binned them off. I do feel like I just want to put a little bit of, like, just somewhere over here. Please do excuse the digging in the background. I don't know why I explain it, because the majority of you know, but just in case anybody's new here, digging and sneezing in these videos is always Effie. She is apparently on a mission to get to Australia. She only starts this mission when I press film on the camera. So just bear with, I'll let you know she gets there. Right, let's go on with this then. So we're going to put this one here, and then we'll do one up here. Let's do this one here. And then we'll do this one here. Now I'm just thinking about those date covers that I've pulled. Maybe I could do with something a little bit smaller. What do you think? What am I writing down? I'm only writing it out back down, so it's not a huge thing. Yeah, let's use these, what I did pull out. We'll be all right with them, I think. And let's just put them on. We also need date dots as well, don't we? The font on these scripts is just absolutely perfect. I bought these from somebody in a D-stash. She was selling a huge stack of them, maybe like 10 of them, something like £3, and I was like, yes please. And I very much enjoy them, so maybe I will go purchase them myself from the shop. Okay, there we go. How satisfying are empty sticker sheets? They're just so satisfying, aren't they? I love it. Right then, so our next job is just to write down on the paper, I think. Should we do date dots? Let's do date dots first, and then I know exactly what space I've got to write on. They don't need to be absolutely huge date dots. I do think that some foil would be nice. What about these? What dates do we need? That's not going to be enough because I just said we need to be going into the month of June, don't we? Effie, you're really ridiculous. What about these? They're quite nice. Let's use those. Now then, 28, 29. Now I normally struggle with knowing which months have 30 and 31, but this day here that I'm just about to put down now, the 31st, was actually my birthday. So we went swimming. We went to the sandcastle. It was what the kids wanted to do. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's put those away. Okay, let's do the writing then, and then that's the job done. So we were reading Outback, which is an Australian thriller by, I think she's called Patricia Wolfe, and I really, really enjoyed it. I tell you what else has just popped into my head. This must have been the week when the weather was amazing, because I sat in the garden in my bikini reading most of this book for this week, and I think the coming 2 weeks, Saturday. Oh, I didn't read every day this week. I dropped off a bit, you know, and it wasn't for want of reading, because I've definitely wanted to read, and I think for the most part I still have read most nights, but just not as much because I've been so tired. But I'll show you in a minute what I mean. We go back into the overview. So this was the first quarter of the year. There's so many books. This is the second quarter of the year. Do you see? I mean, look at this. I really did hibernate in March because the weather wasn't nice. Effie, blimey. Locking her in the, well, not that I lock my dogs anywhere, but putting her in the living room and shutting the connecting door doesn't work either, because she just scratches at the door to get in. Put you in the bin is where you're going. In the bin with her. In the bin with her. Naughty girl. Right, let's do this then. Now I know that I'm all right for trackers, because for some reason I do have a lot of blue and purple trackers in this book. Purple didn't used to be one of my favourite colours, you know. Probably one of the last colours that I would choose, but it's definitely grown on me lately. And then we want to just mark down that I read. And we read on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday. So there we have it. That is how this week has turned out, and I have managed to use the 4 sheets of the stickers that I pulled from the use sheet. So that's nice. I'm happy with that. I like how that's turned out. It's very, very pretty. But for now, that's going to be it from me for today. If you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll love you forever, and I'll see you soon. Bye.